Evening of 21st November 1935. In the serene atmosphere of an evening gathering, Siddharameshwar Maharaj shared profound insights on the journey of unveiling the self through the timeless wisdom of Advaita Vedanta. His words carried the essence of truth, guiding seekers towards self-realization and the recognition of their boundless nature. After many days, he began, "I met myself." These opening words encapsulate the transformative essence of his discourse, a realization that transcends the limits of individuality. Maharaj delved into the profound truth that the self is not confined by qualities or attributes. It exists beyond all definitions, vast and infinite. He explained how, for countless lifetimes, the jiva, individual soul, remains veiled by ignorance, mistaking itself for a limited being. Just as a potter may be deluded into believing he is a donkey, so too does the jiva indulge in the illusion of separateness. In this ignorance, there is a superficial happiness, a fleeting contentment rooted in identifying with the body and mind. Yet, this happiness pales in comparison to the joy of true self-recognition. Through poignant analogies, Maharaj described the folly of the jiva, claiming what is not its own, identifying with the body, attaching itself to possessions, and undertaking duties that ultimately belong to the divine. He called this behavior a form of debauchery, an excessive indulgence in the unreal. It is to falsely claim another's wealth, beliefs, or identity as one's own is to live in sin, perpetuating ignorance. But then, a moment of grace arrives. The jiva, through the guidance of the Sadguru and the teachings of Advaita Vedanta, meets its true self after what seems like an eternity. The false claimant, the ego, falls away, and the true nature of the self is revealed. When the veil of duality is lifted, Maharaj declared all distinctions dissolve. The pronouns of separation, I, you, they, she, cease to exist. In their place emerges the vast, indivisible reality. This realization is the opening of the great reservoir of knowledge, a state where the individual recognizes their oneness with the entire cosmos. In the light of this knowledge, Maharaj affirmed, the world itself transforms. The seeker who surrenders at the feet of the Sadguru experiences the profound truth of Soham, I am He. This realization fills the entire creation with the radiance of the Self, where nothing remains separate, and all is seen as an expression of one's own boundless being. Continuing from the profound teachings of Siddharameshwar Maharaj, he elaborates on the transformative vision that arises when the veil of duality is removed. For the one who is not devoted to the Guru, the world remains a question, who am I? a realm of confusion and multiplicity. The perception of the world is a reflection of one's own inner state, much like the taste of one's tongue. If your nature is pure and divine, the world appears as pure and divine. To the one who knows himself as Brahma, the entire world reveals itself as Brahma. The Jnani, the man of true knowledge, perceives the world as it truly is, a unified whole, free from division or false appearances. To the ignorant, the world seems fragmented, full of endless variety. Maharaj likened this ignorance to the dual vision provided by two eyes, which perceive separateness. This duality perpetuates the illusion of division. However, the Guru bestows a transformative gift upon the devoted disciple, the single eye that perceives unity. The dual eyes, which deceive and divide, are replaced with a singular vision of truth. With this eye, all illusions vanish. The veil of ignorance is torn, revealing the eternal oneness underlying all appearances. Separation dissolves and unity is realized. The disciple now sees the false nature of the material world, transcending the limitations of the five elements, the pool of planets, and the dualities of the three gunas, Rajas, Tamas, and Sattva. The influences of the six inner enemies, anger, lust, greed, attachment, pride, and envy, are annihilated. Even the deities of creation, preservation, and destruction, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, return to their original states, leaving only the Paramatma, the eternal self. The transient effects of planetary forces, such as Saturn's influence and the burdens imposed by the illusion of the elements, dissolves entirely. The jiva, once trapped by this ghost of duality, merge back into the pure and changeless self. Maharaj emphasized that this eternal self was always stainless and untainted. Through discrimination and wisdom, it regains its natural purity, shedding the delusion of being merely human. Building upon this profound revelation, Siddharameshwar Maharaj used the story of Hanuman to illustrate the transformative power of self-realization. Through the guidance of the Guru, Hanuman, before meeting Ram, saw himself as a mere monkey, a being limited by his physical form and identity. However, upon encountering Ram, his Sadguru, Hanuman's perception was completely transformed. He realized his unity with Ram, both outwardly and inwardly. In his devotion, Hanuman broke a garland of jewels to see if Ram resides within them, and in his fervor tore open his own chest to prove to Sita that Ram dwelled in his heart. In response, Ram lovingly reminded him, "Why did you harm yourself? Are not those jewels also filled with me? What exists without Ram?" This moment reveals a profound truth. the divine presence of Ram pervades all things, visible to the one who has awakened the eye of knowledge. The third eye, or the eye of knowledge, is granted by the Guru, symbolizing the shift from the duality to unity. With this eye, one perceives the eternal presence of Ram in everything, transcending the illusions of separation. The one who had forgotten their true nature regains it through this realization. Maharaj emphasized that we are not merely individuals confined by identity. We are both kings and subjects, God and worshippers, the earth and the stream. In truth, we are everything, and when we recognize this, we reclaim what was always ours, the infinite self. Ram declared to Hanuman, "You are eternal." This eternal nature is not exclusive to Hanuman. The Guru's message is universal. Ram calls out to all saying, "You are Hanuman, so be Hanuman." This is a call to transcend the ego, for the word Hana means to slay or sacrifice, and Man signifies pride or ego. To become like Hanuman is to slay the ego and abide in the pure awareness of oneness with the self. In the silence of this realization, the seeker discovers that there is nothing to attain, for the self is already complete and whole. Siddharameshwar Maharaj's words echo as a guiding light, reminding us that liberation lies not in acquiring something new, but in recognizing and abiding in what we have always been, pure, infinite, and eternal. In this awareness, all illusions vanish and one rests in the blissful peace of the undivided self.